Welcome to Science Eyes. Flowers about. This is a continuation on the rocks from our rocks lecture series. So today we are looking at weathering of rocks. What is weathering of rocks? Weathering of rocks is the gradual breakdown of rocks into smaller particles over a period of time. So when there's rocks and then over a period of time breaks down, that is weathering. Types of weathering. So we have three main types of weathering. We have physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. Physical weathering, chemical weathering, and then we also have biological weathering. Alright, so let's move on to look at what physical weathering is. So another name for physical weathering is mechanical weathering. So it is a type of weathering which results in the breakdown of rocks and minerals they contain, but does not change the chemical composition. So there is only the breakdown of the rock. The chemical composition does not change, only the breakdown of the rock and the minerals they contain. The main causes of physical weathering are temperature, water, and wind. Temperature, water, and wind. So let us move on to see how temperature actually causes rocks to weather. So rocks expand at high temperature and contract at low temperature. The continuous expansion and contraction causes rocks to break down. So this is just like when you have any perfect elastic material. The more you keep on stretching it, releasing it, stretching it, releasing it, stretching it, releasing it, it causes it to deform or to lose its elastic material. Okay, so this is the same as the rocks. When the sun shines, the rocks expand. Okay, because there is a lot of dilation. Heat causes expansion. Okay, now during the night time, when the whole atmosphere becomes cool, the rock begin to contract, and this contraction and expansion, contraction over a period of time causes the rock to break or disintegrate. All right, so let's look at water. Fast moving water exerts high pressure on rocks and causes them to break down. In some instances, the moving water may carry some rock particles which strike against each other and then breaks them down. These particles strike the surface of exposed rocks, causing small bits to chip out. So when there is rocks, water, or even when the rock is on the surface of the surface of earth and then it is raining, when the pressure of the water is very strong, okay, it might cause some of the water, the rocks to hit each other, and then some part of it or chips of it start to break down. So this causes the rock to become weathered. So this is weathering by water. As you can see, this weathering by water. So the water is in the crevices of the rock, and then some small rocks too are here, which are hitting each other. So over a period of time, this rock will begin to disintegrate. As you see that it is becoming disintegrated, and then it will just break down. It will break down. All right, so let's look at wind. The impact of wind. Wind often carry many particles. Since wind usually travel at high velocity, This causes the particles it carries to break off parts of layer rocks as they move on. Now let's move on to chemical weathering. What is chemical weathering? So chemical weathering is a process in which existing minerals are broken down into new mineral composition. So this is just the opposite of physical weathering. So this one, there is an actual change in the mineral composition of the rock. So chemical weathering is fastest in hot, moist climates, slowest in cold, dry climates. Causes of chemical weathering are oxidation, reduction, carbonation, hydration, hydrolysis, and solution. So we'll take a look at all of these. All right, so oxidation. So what is oxidation? Oxidation is a reaction between oxygen in the atmosphere or oxygen dissolved in rainwater with some rock minerals. For example, the oxidation of rocks carrying iron from iron 2 oxide to iron 3 oxide, and this is the chemical reaction. This results in the breakdown of the rocks along the surface where the oxidation takes place. All right. The next one is reduction. Reduction is the removal of oxygen from some rock mineral because of oxygen shortage. The rock breaks down as a result of that. Now, carbonation. Carbonation is a reaction between inorganic carbonic acids in the soil and soil water and some rock minerals. This reaction also causes the breakdown of rocks. Involved. Alright, so the next one, we are moving on to hydration. Hydration is a process whereby water molecules attach themselves to rock minerals, causing them to change into new minerals containing water of crystallization. So the rock will expand, soften, and become porous, and as a result, breaks down. Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is a breakdown of rock due to the reaction of water and rock minerals. Solution. Some rock minerals are soluble in water, therefore in contact with water they dissolve. This consequently weakens and break down the rock. We are now moving on to biological weathering. So this is a breakdown of rocks into smaller particles due to the action and activities of living organisms. So when we talk about biology, living organisms or living, anything which is alive, it deals with living organism breaking down rocks. So it involves the cracking and breaking down of rocks under pressure, including stress from growing roots of plants and action of humans such as farming, road construction, and building. Plant, fungi, algae, mosses cause biological weathering by growing on the surface into the rock crevices, creating considerable pressure. They also produce organic acid which dissolves rock, minerals and assist in their disintegration. So this is how the surface of a rock which is weathering looks like. So in our next lecture we will look at importance of weathering and uses and importance of rocks. We have some test questions. You can try them all and give it to your teacher to check it for you. So just look through characteristics of sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Describe the formation of metamorphic rocks. What is weathering? Describe the following causes of chemical weathering: hydration, carbonation, oxidation. State and explain 3 types of weathering. Explain how the following causes weathering of rocks: that is water, temperature, wind. So we've spoken a lot about it, so you can answer them. This has been Science Highz Flowers Bar. So we meet again. Adios for now.